Hello, my friend, it's Melvin Pillay. As leaders, we've got to understand that there is an enemy out there that's constantly accusing and oppressing and trying to stop the most important thing from happening. See, I believe that the devil does not mind you living your dream. The only thing that he's concerned about is that you never live your destiny. Leaders have to distinguish between a dream and a destiny. Today I want to talk about the 3 destiny killers in the life of a leader. I'm going to share a little on spiritual warfare, and I don't want to do this to glorify the devil. Absolutely not. But I want to expose strategies that Satan has to stop leaders from fulfilling the destiny that God has for them. I'm going to talk about 3 spirits that a leader will encounter on their path to God's destiny. Their names are common names, I would say. The first one the leader would always encounter is the spirit of Jezebel. Secondly, the spirit of Athaliah. Thirdly, the spirit of Delilah. We know these names. Jezebel, Queen Jezebel, was the wife of Ahab. Athaliah was the daughter of Ahab and Jezebel. And Delilah, we know, was Samson's better half, or worst half, I would say. Leaders understand this. If you are in church leadership, in business leadership, and government leadership, or political leadership, you will face these 3 demons. Now, this funny thing is this: these demons tend to impact and influence the ones that are closest to you. A wife, a husband, extended family, an in-law, a child, for example. It's always the ones that are closest to your heart. The devil influences that person so that they can be used to stop your destiny from unfolding. Now, I'm not saying that your family member is the devil or is somebody that is of the devil. I'm simply saying that they are influenced and impacted by these 3 demonic powers. Let's talk about Jezebel. Jezebel is a powerful spirit that goes after the prophetic promises in an individual's life. Jezebel will always go after the weakness in you, because Jezebel looks for weak leaders. Now, if you are a strong leader, know this. It's not one demon. These 3 demons work in unity. Just like how we have the Holy Trinity, they have the unholy Trinity: Jezebel, Athaliah, and Delilah. So Jezebel exploits the weakness inside of you. She looks for those weaknesses to dominate, to manipulate, and control you in the areas of your weakness. Athaliah, she was the queen, right? Remember, she killed her own children because she didn't want them to have power. Athaliah is the one that kills your destiny in its infancy. So when you bring to your, for example, your spouse, you want to share what God has laid on your heart, you'll find that this individual, or the one that's closest to you, will be the one that will absolutely try to kill your vision at this foundational stage. I was doing a whiteboard session, a prophetic session, which I do with high impact leaders, government leaders, church leaders, political leaders, business leaders, absolutely. So I was in Africa doing my whiteboard session, and I was talking to this multi-millionaire business lady. And she loved the Lord. So I was sharing with her and going through the whole process of her timeline and all this. And she was excited. Then I came to this one part where the Holy Spirit laid upon me, tell her that she is to be the president of her nation. And she was astonished by that. She pushed back a little bit, and then she said, you know what, Melvin, honestly, I always wanted to be the president. So anyways, I went back home. A couple of weeks later, I got a message from this lady on a follow-up prophetic coaching call. And she said to me, Melvin, all hell has broken loose at home. I said, what happened? She said, after my session with you, I went to my husband. And I said to him, see all these beautiful things God has said about our business and our marriage and our life. And he was, yes, that's beautiful. And he loved it, she said. And then all of a sudden, he changed when I said to him, God told me that I am to be the president of our nation. She said he attacked her with words and accusations, and she said throughout their lives, he always showed signs of narcissism or narcissistic tendencies, but she couldn't really pinpoint it. But the moment she spoke her destiny, he challenged her. He came at her and he tried to kill her destiny at its infant stage. She said, my husband was my best friend, and all of a sudden, he became my worst enemy. And she went through severe issues, and ultimately, she is now in government. Not the president yet, but things have changed and shifted, and she made the transition. How did it happen? It happened over a couple of years. We worked together, and eventually she grabbed hold of her destiny. So my precious friend, you'll find that friends and loved ones will love you when you talk about your dream. But the moment you attempt the destiny, you will find that Athaliah will show her ugly head in the ones that love you the most. The third spirit is Delilah. We know of her, right? Samson and Delilah. Delilah goes after your strength. Samson was a strong man when the power of God came upon him, but Delilah goes after such strength. She nags and she takes. She'll take your time. She'll take your money. You will never give enough to Delilah. She will weep and cry in your presence. She will take your energy. She'll take your strength. She'll take your very breath away. This is what Delilah did to Samson, right? He said, I am worn out from all this nagging. I am worn out. I'd rather die. That's the torment that Delilah brings upon people. She sucks you dry once again of your money. If you have a giving heart, she will take and take like the leech that has two daughters. Give and give, right? Nothing is enough. I found this in ministry. We love to take care of orphans and widows and the destitute, and very often we have given so much away, and there you go, a day or two later, a person will say, Melvin, please, I need X amount of money again. And my wife and I will go, but we just gave you a ton of money, and now you need more. And then we realized over the years that the spirit of Delilah was coming after us, taking away our money. The generosity of our heart was being exploited, taking away our time, our counseling. You cannot counsel them enough, right? You cannot coach them enough. They take and take and take until you come to the point of absolute fatigue. And you are saying, God, what am I even doing here? I am drained out. I know that I love you. What's wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you. You have been infected by the spirit of Delilah. So my friend, you got Jezebel, you have Athaliah, and you have Delilah. And here's the thing. The moment you step into destiny, these three spirits are activated and they collaborate and they unite. Remember, a rope of three strings is very hard to break in a positive sense with God. Yes, that's true. And so too when it comes to the spiritual warfare and the things of the devil. Friend, be very aware that the ones closest to you, I have ministered to men who have told me that their wives had manifested the moment their destiny became their reality. She manipulated, controlled, and dominated as Jezebel. Then she tried to kill the destiny by, like Athaliah. Then she tried to nag that man. She tried to drain him out with tears and sorrow and worries and complaints, and nothing is enough like Delilah. So my precious friend, I just want to encourage you today that there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you have shifted from pursuing your dream to now living your destiny. And the moment that destiny happens, all these ones who have been sitting around you will turn on you. Just as the case in Jesus' life, right? The same case in Joseph's life. The same case in David's life. The ones closest turned on them. Why? I believe it's these three spirits that come together in one person. We know such people as narcissists today. We know people with narcissistic tendencies. But friend, it's deeper than that. It's purely demonic. The ones that love us the most can also be the ones that hurt us the most. Now, I'm not saying that this individual is the devil. Please, I want to be very careful. However, I'm saying they are influenced or can be influenced by these demonic spirits that come to kill your destiny, to control you, and to make you, to wear you out to the point of death and to give up, right? The ultimate goal is what? To stop you from living your destiny on earth. So I've worked with people all through my life, people in government, people in churches, people in business, helping them to unlock themselves from the shackles of Jezebel, Athaliah, and Delilah. So people often come to me to a whiteboard session, and I won't say it happens immediately, but it happens over a period of time, several weeks, several months, maybe a couple of years, but ultimately every single person who's ever come to a whiteboard session have come through this training and equipping has been set free and has entered their destiny. My precious friend, I want to encourage you today. If you have encountered these spirits, if you know of people who are suffering through this process of demonic oppression, specifically targeting high impact leaders, please send them this video. Let them be encouraged that there's nothing wrong with them, but there's something powerful. These three spirits have come together, united to stop the destiny of this individual. Also, go ahead, give me a call. I'd love to just chat with you to see if I can help you through the power of God to destroy this powerful demon and free your feet so that you can enter and accomplish God's purpose and live your destiny. My precious friend, go ahead and message me. And as always, this is your friend Melvin Pillay, and I will see you at the top.